What is up, guys? Red Ranger 02 here, and I'm here with another review. And this time I will be reviewing the Deluxe Dino Power Rangers Dino Supercharge armor set. First Wave 1, I think? From Power Rangers Dino Supercharge. Now, as you can see here, the set's now 100%. It usually comes with a translucent red Dino Supercharge Ranger. However, I cannot find it. For the life of me, I looked around, cannot find the thing. So I just pulled out the Red Ranger bike figure, but it's essentially just a poorly painted, translucent Red Ranger, and honestly, I'd rather have a full painted version anyway. But this guy is not the reason that we're here, so I'm just going to set him off to the side for right now. What we are here for is for this guy right here, which is the Dino armor set. Now, it is supposed to be a T-Rex, but I don't know. It has almost an Allosaurus vibe to me, and I don't know why. Maybe it's the wider stance in the legs or something. I do not know. But anyway, this is one of the first, I think possibly the first, armor set that we got during the Dino Supercharge wave. Now, these are definitely a way better improvement than the ones that came out originally during Dino Charge. Those we never touch. This guy, I definitely wanted. And I'm going to treat it almost like a Transformer review, so that's why I have him started off in his Dino mode. Boom, 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 boom. Or the alt mode, or as Transformers reviewers call it. I will try and be reviewing some more Transformer stuff. I've been watching a lot of MGO, I've been watching a lot of Bolt Matrix, TJ Omega, I've been watching a lot of them lately, and I'm getting way back into not Power Rangers, Transformers. And one of the very first ones I might be reviewing Cybertron Metroplex, because I'm going to hopefully be going to my cousin's soon and getting that back. I kind of gave it to him, and I asked him if I could have it back, and he goes, "Sure, man, go ahead." But anyway, in this mode, he can't really do a whole lot. You can move his little arms up and down, and you can move his legs, and you can get him kind of more in a pose. You can even have him like stand all the way up, which kind of looks weird, but I like it for some reason. Done in this two different tones of red. I'm not sure how well it's coming off on camera, but the paint parts are like this nice. It shows up pretty well here. Here's this nice bright red, and then here it's more like on the legs and stuff, and on the head it's more of a dark maroon almost. One thing that you can do with the Ranger in this form is you can actually have him ride it. So what you want to do is have the legs straight out, and there are these little gaps right here, and these handles in the back kind of move around. So what you essentially want to do is get the Ranger feet through it. Sorry, I kind of had to do a little bit of that off camera. Get the Ranger legs through it, and then have him grab on to these handlebars. And you can totally have a Ranger riding one of the dinos. Go Rexy! Boom, 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 boom. What up? But anyway, that is something that you can do. Now this is called the armor set. Now what does that mean? Well, this guy turns into a set of armor in his own kind of robot form. So let's get that started. First thing you want to do is unpeg the dino head, which pegs in just using those two pegs here, and two peg holes right in the back of the helmet, and we're going to just set that to the side. Then do these, which use the standard Zord Builder ports. So if you can find any that kind of share like a side port, then you could detach them and use them for that. And then take this section and remove it, and set that off to the side as well. And we're going to set this guy off to the side for right now. So what you're going to want to do is just pull these apart, and it uses the same sword builder port system. Pull those off. There you go. Now bring in this guy, and you're going to take these pieces, and you want to use that top sword builder port on the peg here. And there you go. Now take these sections, and rotate them to the back. Now, these are going to be the arms, obviously. However, there's some armor involved. Take the dino head and split it in half. And take the arm and find the one that faces the opposite direction. And then there is a peg and a hole. And there's a peg and a hole. And they will fit in together. Flip in, and then peg it on. Second verse. Huh. I don't know why I'm having trouble right now. I just can't angle it right. There we go. Had a hard time looking. And then the tail piece, take it and take the little handle and put it into the hole in the hand, and he has a sword. And here you have armor mode or robot mode. I kind of use him more as a robot rather than the armor, but what you can do for the armor is angle this back piece out a slight bit, and then you take your ranger figure, basically angle his arms, that way they'll fit through the gaps. They're on the sides, angle him up, so that way he's like this. Then you're going to want to take his feet, and then there are these small bits here, and then you're just going to put his feet in to those sections, and there are handles on the front, and have his hands wrap around the handles, and there you have a ranger in it using it as armor. Now I would love to see something like this in the show. It's just cool, like a ranger with a mechanized suit. We've kind of seen that in the past with Andros's armor, and then Leo's red battleizer, or red armor ranger. I liked Lost Galaxy, but the battleizer looked goofy. I tolerated it though; it was kind of cool. But it does fill in a lot of the hollow space that's in the back. That's the reason why it's hollow, is to accompany that ranger. However, there's one last thing that you can do with this guy. And that involves our good buddy, the Dino Charge Megazord. Now I had his legs together because he was displayed on my shelf, and his wide leg stance is not very friendly with my shelf, so I have to have him closed up. To get him prepared, what you're going to want to do is take off the T-Rex head, put that off to the side, take off the tail, put it off to the side, take off the helmet, and the only way that you can store the helmet is by placing it in between the legs. And I don't want to have to close up the legs, so I'm just going to take this and put it off to the side with the other parts. Now for this guy, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take him apart. Take his arms off, take his legs off, and yes, even take his helmet off, which, where is it? You look, uses the same kind of groove system the Dino Charge Megazord helmet uses, so you probably know where that's going. Now, just kind of do this earlier, the same place where the sword pegged in as the tail, peg it in, and it becomes almost a sword and shield combo. I like that. So what you're going to want to do with these guys is, I'm trying to remember how to do it, right? I think this is the right way. Essentially, take the foot and have the claws facing the opposite way. So, no, that's not right. grab the one that they are facing the same way. Sorry. So you have something that looks like this, and then peg it on. Do the same thing here. Peg it on, and take the helmet and just slide it on. Now for this, there's a hole that's right there. You just slide the sword shield on in. And I don't know if this had an official name in the instructions. I didn't bother to look. But I would honestly call this a full Rex mode, because this is supposed to be a T-Rex, and the two different shades of red work in this mode, and I love it. It's definitely a really cool mode. Now, the only reason I would ever get one of the Wave 1 Dino Charge armor Zords is because the helmets looked nice. This is a cool helmet, but I also liked the Wave 1, and that's the only reason I would get it. And the only downside to using this form all these pieces, and if you place them here, and if you place these two pieces on the legs, then you miss out on some of the articulation. And then the Ranger has nowhere to go except if you have another bike. If you're using a bike figure like me, I can hop on the bike and be like, bang. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. But let me know what you guys think. I would definitely highly recommend picking one of the armor sets up. It's totally up to you though. If you're a show accurate collector, then that might not be for you. But if you like something that's kind of unique in a way, I definitely picked this up, and I'm definitely going to be trying to pick up some more of the unique Zords, which are like the ones based on the Dino Chargers, but they never had an official Zord in the Sentai or the show. But I definitely recommend picking them up. But if you guys like this video, like, comment. If this is your first video of mine watching, why not subscribe? And I'll see all you dudes in the next video. Power down!